Greetings from Southern Yankee Homestead. I'm Paul, and this is our homestead. So we're continuing with the greenhouse build today, and I've got my parts all roughly laid out. Not 100%, but we're going to go ahead and start assembling. And while we're assembling, I'm going to, well, do some talking. Because, well, something happened on the ride to drop Eve off this morning. There should be a top. So, as I've mentioned prior, I have anxiety depression disorder. Can't be helped, it's what I have. But more importantly, or what's worse, is I have no clue what I'm doing here. I have PTSD. I mention that because I had a PTSD moment on the way to drop Eve off this morning. I was driving and it was foggy, to say the least. And the fog started to lift, and as the fog started to lift, it threw me right back into Iraq. For whatever reason, it was just, I don't know which way is up and which way is down on this, so we're just going to go with it. It was literally, and figuratively, I guess, I don't know. I'm just rambling because it's hard to explain. So I turned off of one road onto another. And when I turned off the one road, the sun came through, and other than the color, it put me right back in country. It was, to say the least, rough at best. The color itself, basically we had fog this morning, and the fog was very representative of the weather in country. And for whatever reason, it just set me off. I was back to hyper vigilant, just, it was, it's something I'm always watching for, but at the same time still surprises me when it happens. I don't know. Thought I'd be better at talking about these things, but I'm not. But I'm talking about them, and that's more than some people will do. Some people say, oh, I'm great, no issues. Oh, trust me, they have issues, they're just not saying it. So yeah, that was my morning. Oh, and then I get back and lovely, lovely, lovely. One of the dogs decided that it was a good idea to barf all over the middle of the kitchen room, or kitchen. Yeah. Happy, happy, joy, joy kind of morning. So we're gonna go ahead and do some stuff out here just to make sure our mind stays busy. Alright, I'm going to try to finish this side first, and then we'll move around to the sunny side. We'll see how it goes. Oh, joy, 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 joy. Somehow, these are supposed to be slid in the gutter from the ends. So that means I got to pull those two panels out, those two cross members, and maybe loosen up the back cross member to slide it in. Oy, oy, oy. I'll be back. Well, slipping that window in went better than I thought, so I guess I'll record this next one so that you can see what I'm getting into. Yeah. Oh well. I didn't like the way they had the instructions set up, and they could have come up with a better way of doing this. I'm just saying. I'm no engineer, but I can redneck some stuff. And of course, the last piece I go to install is missing the nut cert. So there's nothing to screw this into. It just so happens that I have a nut cert tool. Let me go find that real quick, see if I got the right size. Alright, that took me less than 5 minutes, so I was able to put a new one in. One of these ends. I don't know. Step out. So for the most part, the greenhouse is done. I still got to put the doors on or together, combination of both, together and on. And we need to go ahead and start the work on the inside. I'm not going to worry about the outside right now because I'm trying to have it functional by the time Hun gets back, which is in not too many days. Well, it's like 10 days, but for me it's going to be a couple working days. and I'm gonna have several of those I need to do. So let's keep moving forward. We're just gonna skip the door portion right now. We're just gonna leave it undoored. Yeah, we'll say that. And yeah, I'm gonna clean up and then we'll be back with the next step. We've got rain coming in the next couple days, so I want to get into the inside, but I'm going to change directions and work on the outside after I get some basic measurements first. So interior wise, just an arbitrary number. Yeah, we are 7 feet 7 inches. So 7 feet 7 inches. I get that because, well, I got an idea for the interior, utilizing some stuff that we have around the homestead. So near the front of the property here, nestled in with all the mess that we have here, we'll just say that, mess, we have some pavers. We have various pavers that we've gotten over the years. There's various styles, various colors. Way across is 3 feet. So if we do 2 foot, we can run a string of these. It's about 6 inches. So 2.5 feet from 7. From 7 is 5 feet. That gives us 2.5 foot on either side. We're just going to run 2 foot up the middle. That'll give us 2 foot 9. Approximately that much. Yeah, approximately 2 foot 9. So I do need to do some backfilling inside. But I think since we haven't had any rain in like a month now, all the dirt is really, really dry. So I think I want to take some time with the smooth face bucket and go ahead and get some of this dirt moved around before we start doing dirt on the inside. I've hitched the rake attachment up to the excavator because I want to pull the sod out. I just want to use the dirt around the edges. I don't want the sod in there because, well, it's hard to level. And this will allow me to hopefully grab the sod, knock some of the dirt off it, and throw it out of the way. Well, that's all I'm going to get done today. Hopefully the rain holds off tomorrow long enough for me to finish this up and maybe move some dirt into the building. We'll see. So off camera I did a little prep work. The 2 long boards I made 12 feet exactly, and then I cut a board that's going to be a spacer board that goes to 2 feet 1/4 inch, because my blocks are 1 foot, so I want that extra 1/4 inch, so I got some wiggle room in there just in case. Well, they're poured concrete blocks. They're not exactly square, so I need a little bit of space in there to maneuver them as I get in there. I also put a couple screws down at this end. You'll see why in a minute. And I drilled out the base to put these boards in. Let me show you what I mean. The outside or the inside? We gotta come over more. Yep. I'm going to put the bigger stakes in so that these don't bow in or out. I'm also going to put the bigger stakes in so that I can keep these somewhat parallel. Somewhat, we'll see. Alright, so I did 2 at 8 inches long with a 45-degree bevel on, which was a pain in the butt with my saw, but it's done. So we're going to sister them just like this, and then we're going to 45 our other one and bring it out so that we got plenty of shoulder on this. That's 2 of them at 17 3/4. with that, we're as set as we're going to be. So the shoulders are slumping off whenever I put compaction on them because, well, they got space to go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put the fabric all the way around the exterior to keep the dirt from filtering into the rocks. We want the water to come in and out. We don't want the dirt to come in and out. So let me get that taken care of, and then we will switch back to outside, see if we can get this done before, well, before the weather turns, more appropriately before I have to pick up my daughter. Yeah, it should be close enough. Oh, my handle broke. Alright, another day. Went out this morning, picked up some mushroom compost topsoil mix. I did this because originally I was going to do just topsoil, do 2 yards of it, but the topsoil was $3 a yard higher than the premix. So I figured, well, we'll save our compost for our gardens and use some mushroom compost in the new greenhouse. We've had good luck with it in the past. We don't purchase it very often because, well, we have our own compost right there. So now comes the fun part. Got to unload this into the bucket, then use a shovel into the greenhouse. Yay! Let the fun begin. Alright, welcome back. The last scene was Saturday. I ended up working until dark. Finished up just after sunset. Well, just before dark, but after sunset. And I ended up having to make another trip out. I was 1 yard short. But I was able to get everything into the greenhouse. I forgot to grab my, anyhow. So, here we are. That is 3 yards. Ooh. Nice in here. That is 3 yards of mushroom compost in here. We did get a rain the following day and this thing leaks. I do need to add some silicone, but technically speaking I think we're functional at this point. And some of the leaks just might be, I don't know. But it is actually Wednesday of the following week, and this week is going to be going well, slow. I don't know how much I'll get done, but we're going to get something done. Regardless, I'm going to try to finish up this this upcoming week. So, one more episode on the greenhouse, in theory, and we should be done. But I'm not going to get that done if I don't go ahead and close out this video from last week. Make sense? Anyhow, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.